I have to be honest, guys. I thought PlayStation fanboys would have moved on from Helldivers going to Xbox, but apparently they haven't. We've known for months that Helldivers 2 is coming to Xbox, and now that the day has officially happened, Helldivers 2 is officially on the Xbox consoles, these guys are still upset. This guy named Sherwin, he says Sony PS brand really lost its image as a home for best exclusives. Sony already losing fans. Exclusives are already few and make matters worse. Exclusives are ported to other console and strange to a losing console, Xbox Series. There is no point of getting PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 6 in the future. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. This guy Sherwin is extremely upset. This isn't the only person. We've been seeing stuff like for months. Like, these guys can't accept that PlayStation put Helldivers 2 on Xbox consoles. I've done several videos about this topic, but here we are. We're still getting shit from these guys, and it's crazy at this point. Now, this guy Galvatron, he responded to Sherwin, and he says 1,000,000% agree. DUMMY, period. They're mad. They're sad. Somebody help these guys out. Damn. Why is first place PlayStation putting their games on third place Xbox? Listen, fellas, that's a question you have to ask PlayStation. Because at this point, you guys need to just get over this shit. You know, then of course there's still some guys that's, out there hating on Xbox. Helldivers 2 put out a tweet talking about the release of Helldivers 2 on Xbox, and this guy's Devontae says Xbox is trash. What a way to ruin a Sony experience.
Shut your ass up. Shut up. You about to get your ass whipped, boy.
I'm sorry, man. You guys need to change your way of thinking. If you guys want to cry every time another PlayStation game is announced for Xbox, you're going to just have some miserable days, some miserable nights. You guys need to get out of this shit, man. If your girl want to have a date night, take your girl on a date. Do something with your girl at nighttime. Stop crying about what the hell PlayStation is doing, punks. You guys annoyed the hell out of me. Now, this guy Puff, he said something that I gotta be honest, man. He hit the nail on the head with what he said. He said, in the end, it's the Xbox fans who have won. They're getting a fantastic next-gen console with Steam support and all the benefits that come with it. Cheaper games, a great subscription service like Gamepass, and the ability to carry their entire console library over to Xbox PC. And then there's us, the PlayStation players. We're stuck in a crappy ecosystem. We can't transfer our library to PC, and we're left with a worse subscription service, weaker console functionality, and more expensive games. In short, Sony has completely screwed us.
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered.
Now look, this tweet has been going around social media for the last week, and I have to admit this guy was absolutely cooking, but at the same time, these guys are kind of bipolar. One time they criticize PlayStation, next time they're bashing Xbox, and this guy Puff is no exception. This guy Puff also said, unbelievable, this fat rat Phil actually did it. He made Sony go third party. Even though he tried to push them out of the business 2 years ago, he may be a terrible CEO, but when it comes to astroturfing, nobody can touch him. He fails at everything else, yet somehow he's a master of manipulating the narrative and bending the industry to his will.
You.
This guy Puff, like I said, what he said the last time, he was extremely upset at the PlayStation. He praised Xbox for their next-gen console having Steam integration. He gave Xbox Game Pass credit, and he bashed the PlayStation. But this tweet or this comment he left, he's bashing Xbox. He called Phil the fat rat. He blamed Phil Spencer for a PlayStation going third party. But this guy Puff was not done. He also said, nice. I genuinely hope every single Microsoft game crashes and burns. Maybe then they'll finally realize they're nothing but a pathetic intruder in the gaming industry. If their studios went down in flames, I wouldn't give a single fuck. The only thing that matters is wiping these parasites out of the gaming market once and for all. Ladies and gentlemen, PlayStation fanboys are losing it. They are losing their mind. As I mentioned, this guy actually said some positive things about Xbox, some negative things about PlayStation, but now he's blaming Phil Spencer that PlayStation is going third party, and he said he hopes every single Microsoft game crashes and burns. He wants Microsoft out of the gaming industry. These guys need some professional help. This guy's emotions is going from up to down. This is some bipolar shit, man. What is happening with these PlayStation fanboys? Can somebody please tell me what's happening? You know what? Don't worry about it. I understand what's happening. What's happening is a absolute meltdown about what is happening with PlayStation. They can't handle it. You know, these PlayStation guys, you know, PlayStation dominated the last two generations. They've absolutely dominated. And now they're struggling to understand why is the dominant console putting their games on the lowest selling console. It's something they can't fathom. They're like, why? It's Phil Spencer's fault. Phil Spencer is the fat rat. Phil Spencer is the reason PlayStation is putting their games on Xbox. It's all Phil Spencer's fault. It's the Xbox Series S and it's Phil Spencer. This is insane. Oh boy. This guy Marcos, he was quote tweeting Nixxes software promoting Helldivers 2 on Xbox, and he said, if instead of doing this crap, you focus on doing useful things like remastering PS3 games so they can be played on PS5, what a purchase Sony made here.
Look at this shit. What the fuck is this? What is this?
He's throwing shots at Nixxes? Nixxes, the single most important studio PlayStation has purchased in the last 10 years? He's taking a shot at them? Are you kidding me? Marco, stop it. And you want them to port PS3 games to PS5 instead of porting PlayStation 5 games to Xbox? I mean, that's funny. But no, the money is porting this game to Xbox. They didn't want to port PS3 games to PS5 because there's no money in it. There's definitely some money in porting Helldivers 2 to Xbox though. Get over it, Marcos. You'll be okay. You'll be okay, man. Don't get mad at Nixxes. Like I said, they have been PlayStation's workhorse this generation. They've been porting games to PC, and PlayStation need their games on PC. They've been porting games everywhere, including Xbox. And you want them to port PS3 games? Stop it. Marco, stop it. But when it comes to what's happening with PlayStation and Xbox putting games on each other's platforms, you know, people say the console wars is over. And in the traditional sense, yes, it is. You know, console sales doesn't mean as much as it used to. PlayStation is destroying Xbox and console sales. But the content war, the shit talking, that's never going to end. You know why? Because we're not going to let it end. And PlayStation fanboys will continue to talk shit about sales. Yes, we're talking about Helldivers 2, a game that literally came out yesterday. But this guy, Kazuma, he was quote tweeting Nixxes software posts, and he said, don't be shy and share the Helldivers 2 numbers on Xbox. And this guy Yank responded, ha ha ha. They're going to be shocked by the low sales. They're not ready, I think. That's all you guys can think about was the sales of Helldivers 2 for Xbox. That's the only thing you guys is focused on. It's the sales of Helldivers 2 on Xbox. If it wasn't for PC, Helldivers 2 wouldn't be the hit that it is. You ever think about that? Even though Helldivers 2 is a hit, they still decided to put it on Xbox. You guys want to talk about Xbox console sales? Well, apparently Xbox console sales is good enough for PlayStation, you assholes, because PlayStation put their game on it. So guys, just give up. It's over. Just go ahead. Find another narrative. Celebrate when another Xbox game gets announced for PlayStation. When Starfield gets announced, celebrate. Clap your hands. But this is over, man. You guys need to get over it. We've been talking about this shit for weeks now. And now you guys are still crying. But, you know, it is what it is. I gotta go. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you happen to stumble across my channel and you think I'm decent enough, why don't you go ahead and subscribe? And if you subscribe, please hit that notification bell to know when my black ass is doing some new content, baby. All right, everybody. Peace and love. Peace and love. Shit. Damn, man.